Hello, this is Michael Smith from St. Thomas Whitemarsh outside of Philadelphia. For our Sunday worship, we are pre-recording everything and mixing it together and then streaming it to Facebook Live on Sunday morning at 10 a.m., which is our normal principal worship service time. To make all this happen, we have used everything from pre-recorded stuff that we already had to asking people to record things every week, the readings, the prayers. And so for our prelude and postlude, our Carolyn Noor has some pre-recorded tracks that we pop in and out. Um, I've gone to only two hymns and a Gloria, just to try to keep the time down a little bit. We've come to understand that watching something online is not the same as being there in person, and that affects the attention span and what people can meaningfully process. So the first service music we have is the Gloria, and we were able to record that on Easter Sunday when we were still doing live streaming with the organ and some singers. So we just use that file over and over again. We use a gradual hymn and a closing hymn each week. And what I do is send out, I record an organ background track and then record a video of me conducting to that organ background track. And I also get the singers at the beginning of that to clap together so I can line up the waveforms on the editing software. I email that to the choir. Sometimes on our Thursday night Zoom check-in, we'll go through the music for the next week if it's something that they might have trouble with or be unfamiliar. They record themselves singing into their iPhone in the voice memos, just the voice. They can listen to the background track on headphones. Send that back to me. I drag them all into GarageBand, line it up. I can adjust, pan them some left, some right to give that realistic sound. Add a little bit of ambiance, cheat a little bit maybe because our acoustic is not very good. And then I make a video in iMovie by using either a Sibelius file of the melody with text or a PDF from WriteSong. It depends on how the fit works, and drag that out and stretch it and make it fit the length of the text. I've also been able to take old video recordings or even audio recordings of the choir and splice them together with pictures of people in our congregation, images from around our campus, so people can see themselves and see people they know and love while they hear the music. And I've been using those for the anthems as well. People have found that really, really meaningful, and it's been fun to put them together. I send all that. We put all of our composite things into a Google Drive folder each week. The people who are doing the readings put theirs there. The prayers, the musical bits, the person who's recording the sermon, the person who's recording the gospel. And then we use the OBS video editing platform to put it all together with title cards, everything that people need to see. The staff all do a test run of it on Saturday, sometimes on Friday if we're lucky, and then it goes live on Sunday. There are always some hiccups, some hitches, but we've found that our people are very gracious and are willing to enter into this with the spirit of we're all doing our best. We all know it's not the same as in-person worship, but we are doing our best and finding that it gives us purpose and it connects our parishioners right now. In addition to preparing for the Sunday worship with music and video, I'm trying to keep our choristers and choir connected with weekly Zoom meetings. For the choristers, I try to come up with an engaging activity, give them time to just chit chat and socialize, and we end with prayer. Some activities we've experimented making musical scales with water glasses where they have to listen and tune the pitch. They've had to come up with a commercial jingle for their favorite snack in their house and record it and send it to me. And we've also started recording the virtual choir sort of stuff where they record singing to a background track and sing it to me, and I mix it. Our adult choir Zooms tend to start with socialization, and then I give an update, and then we might do some musical rehearsing, and then we move into prayer requests and end with Compline. The last thing that I'll add is we started a hymn request form online where parishioners can request their favorite hymns, and I go in a few times each week to the church by myself and record them. I have to record the audio and video separately, and then mix both of those together and add lyrics. I put them on a YouTube playlist so people can see them and use them. And that playlist is available to any church who might want to use it for sharing hymns, either in the context of their live stream or to parishioners. For any churches who don't have an organist or resources right now, feel free to use those.